Hello, happy. I actually don't even know what day it is today, but it's today. A beautiful day, actually. I've got a little bit of blue today. So, I want to talk to you about the number one detox program that you can implement into your life to change your life for the better right this second, without spending one single penny. Now, for those of you who know me, I definitely talk about juicing and cannabis oil and seaweed and dandelions and all these wonderful physical things that we can do. But I'm going to focus on the energetic level right now. The number one thing that you can do to implement into your life right now to improve your health is learn the power of no. Yeah, all right, let me explain. And I'll just say this, I'll try to remember a few examples, but in my personal life, every time I said no to something that wasn't right for me or somebody who was hurting me on some level. Maybe they just were experiencing the green-eyed monster and jealousy, or maybe they're dangling a carrot, or maybe they're somehow using, or for whatever reason, using passive-aggressive methods to control you, or maybe they're attacking you, your being at your core. You're not good enough. You're not whatever enough. Even if it's a Facebook friend or a YouTube person who just shows up, like in a time of weakness to punish you or criticize you, or things that insult or assault your soul, your being. Look, we could drink all the juice in the world. We can, pray and meditate and love and light, or, whatever, all day long. Okay, we can eat all the right foods, take all the right supplements, all of that. But if you do not detox your core, your mind, your spirit, your emotions, then none of that matters. Yeah? Your actions are not matching your intentions. So, let me ask, are you staying in a limited environment? Are you afraid to stand up for yourself and say, no, I won't accept this? And that doesn't mean you have to whip out your sword and, battle every demon or, whatever. But setting those boundaries of what you will accept in your life will make a world of difference. And that is no joke. Okay. I'll give you just a recent example. So, December, January, I had to say no to something. Just bad energies, limiting environment, sabotage, thefts, whatever, just things that I had to say no to. I had no idea what was next or what was going to go, but where I was going to go. I carried that burden with me, like, okay, I better not say anything, or, let's just keep the peace. And then one day, I'm just like, you know what? No! This is not okay. These are not the actions of somebody who loves me or cares about my well-being. This is no. And again, I want you to know I had no idea where I was going to go, or, but the insult to my soul and seeing how it was energetically holding me back, the risk of saying no and whatever might follow was way better than staying in the limited environment. So what happened? I swear to God, in no time, I got a phone call from somebody that I had met a year and a half earlier, and just, kind of a random, well, nothing's really random, but whatever. And he's like, hey, I bet it's pretty cold. Why don't you come in and, get out of the cold for a little bit, take a bath, get warm. Okay. I didn't even know what I was walking into, but it literally, right at that moment, or maybe, a couple hours later, okay, there was my answer. All right. So then while there, I was given a couple other offers, and some of them appeared in the form of jobs, but they actually had lures. Well, actually, I want you to heal me and do this and that. And I'm like, wait, so I'm going to go work 60 hours a week on the clock serving you, and then you want me to work after for free, being your little servant, and, no. Well, fuck, what else am I going to do? I had no idea, right? But the power in saying no and getting rid of, discarding that which was not meant for me, allowed something greater to come in. So I said no. Then what happened? I got another random call. Yeah, I really messed up, and I should have told you before, but hey, if you're willing to come back down here, no strings attached. You have half of my business, work your magic, do whatever you want. Wow, that was pretty appealing, right? Had to think about that and think about the motivations, and wow, are these all the answers to my prayers? I knew they weren't, and there were strings attached. So I said no. Again, without knowing where I was going to go, what was going to happen, what would happen next. Then what happened? Another opportunity. And yeah, maybe it was a lure, oh, well, Christie, cleans up everybody's property and doesn't worry, we don't have to pay her and blah, blah, whatever. Maybe that happened. Maybe it was good intentions. I don't know. But when it got to the point where that type of projection and things, oh, there's a rainbow. Oh, we're going on. Dude, when I made that video, that life is a disposable doll, and just, again, I had no idea where I would go, what would happen. But I knew that the price and pain of freedom and releasing my need to be in places where they don't want me, right? Ultimately, that's what it is. I let it go. And there's a rainbow. Oh my God, and look at the rain coming through, glistening with the sunshine. That's pretty cool. So, I know we're afraid to say no for all sorts of reasons. We don't want people to think we're mean. We don't want people, oh my God, she's such a bitch. Can you believe she said no? And the truth is we fear people who have boundaries and say no, right? Well, what's wrong with them? Why can't I control them? Well, that's because we know the power of no. And once you learn that, look, I played all this nice guy stuff and, send your captors love or love them more and they'll love you back, or, you'll just love them into submission and nicety and treating you the way you deserve. And no, you won't. That's what transformation really is. It's not about changing. You can't change what's outside of you. You can only change what's inside okay? So let's say you're in a situation where you're not wanted. You're being abused on some level, used in some way, or whatever. Just say no. The act of saying no and making your actions and your words match, align, I swear to God, will bring you benefits that you can never imagine, okay? You can't just expect to do the exact same things over and over and everything else to change. It isn't going to happen. Right? Hello, I did it. Haven't you? Come on, I'm sure you have some experience. I remember one time in Tahoe, there was this person that lied and lured me back down to San Diego last year and whatever, drama. There I was in Tahoe, and he was still trying to use oh, well, I'm just trying to help you, and, all this bullshit. And, I gave him, look, please leave me alone. I had already deleted him. I asked him not to text me. Don't, thank you for showing me who you are. I'm grateful for the experience. Bye-bye. Well, he wasn't listening. So there I was out on the porch in Tahoe at my friend's house, and they were inside, talking or whatever. I was outside smoking and texting, and it was actually on Facebook. So my these posts were open, public on my Facebook page. So he comes and he keeps on commenting and keeps still trying to control me, do whatever he was doing, manipulate me, this and that. I just said, fuck this shit. All right, dude, I've asked you to leave me alone. You won't. I have no choice. Block. Whew, I took a deep breath, went inside the house, and my friend was like, the fuck just happened out there? It felt like the release of all these demons, and wow, that's cool. You felt that energy? That's how powerful it is. And then what happened? More positive changes. So I'm trying to encourage you to not fear releasing things that do not serve you. Do not fear standing up for yourself. Yeah, so what? They'll slander you. Hello, I know about that. And guess what? I'm still here. And guess what? That slander means nothing anymore. And, when people comment, like, for example, I had a comment on my Love and Light video, some dude that was, like, pretending to be a supporter, at least through nice comments, when I started talking about my homeless and health and whatever situation, and he writes something like, I'm paraphrasing, so it isn't word for word, but, there's nothing poor people hate more than somebody pretending to be a pauper, a trust fund, whatever, bitch, pretending to be a pauper, and you just end up owning, this house and property overnight after, I just don't, fuck you. You know what? Boom, right there. Like, I'm not gonna, oh, really? Did you misunderstand my words? Or blah? You know what? Fuck that shit. That energy is negative. That is somebody that either isn't paying attention or somebody who is purposefully trying to hurt me and sway other people in the process. Why would you play nice with that anymore? You have to say no. And with the whole love and light and, new age stuff, send him love, send him forgiveness, send him, there just must be people being mean to you because there's something wrong with you. Bullshit. Don't take that blame and shame. No, because you are right. You do not deserve to be abused and tolerate whatever people are trying to guilt you into, because as long as you're doing that, you're going to stay where you are. So, which is better, taking a risk and finding the rainbow, or staying in the same limiting environment that you already know is not helping? Now, we've discussed multiple times how emotions correlate with disease and body parts, and when you're in these self-limiting environments and afraid to say no, what are you telling your body? What are you telling your soul? Oh, fuck you, and whatever path I'm supposed to be on, I'm just gonna let, so-and-so take advantage of me. Or abuse me, talk down to me, not believe in me, and I'm just going to keep putting up with. Don't. Throw out the trash. Better yet, be yourself and let the trash take itself out. Yep. Don't ever limit yourself for what you perceive to be the benefit of somebody who's trying to control you. This is your path. This is your life, right? And if it doesn't feel good, say no. In your heart and soul. And again, all the freaking juicing, right? All the juicing in the world, all the cannabis oil, all the seaweed, all the alfalfa, all the nettles, all the whatever you think you're doing to detox yourself. All the meditation, all the sandalwood oil for your pineal gland, all that whatever means absolutely nothing If you can't say no physically, try it out. Dude, get that weight off your shoulders. It is not your burden to carry, okay? You're dealing with toxic people, toxic situations. Kick them to the curb. Let them have it. That's part of giving up, right? That I talked about in the other video. Let them have their frickin' playground. You go make your own. And you can only do that by staying true to yourself. And you can only stay true to yourself by saying no. And if you have any doubt in what I'm saying, or the effectiveness of it, or the righteousness of it, think about this. Each of these situations that you're in, these limiting environments, and you think, oh, well, you know, I can't say anything. What would you tell your daughter to do? What would you tell your mother to do? If it was them in their situation, in your situation, or one of your loved ones, what would you tell them to do? And you know what? The whole like, oh, well, I'll just do this to get that. That doesn't work. You're still sacrificing yourself and your path. And you cannot experience the full magic when you are sacrificing yourself in any way. All right, I hope I motivated somebody to the power of no, and you know, really, it is the one thing every single time. And you know, hello Casey or Sharon or you know any of my friends that may be watching and you've been with me on this journey. You know, every single time I said no, like an angel laughed, a demon cried, and then somebody came around and sprinkled a bunch of fucking magic. Yeah, just like that, by saying no. You can do it. All right, peace.